thunder of guns tore me apart. You've been thunderstruck. Rolled down the highway, broke the limit, we hit the town. Went through the Texas, yeah Texas, and we had some fun. We met some girls, some dancers who gave a good time. Broke all the rules, played all the fools. Yeah, yeah, they blew a mark. And I was shaking at the knees. Could I come again, please? Yeah, them ladies were too kind. You've been thunderstruck. Thunderstruck. Yeah, 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 thunderstruck. Ooh, thunderstruck. Now we're shaking at the knees. Could I come again?
Business problem, this hero always solves them. It's your girl best. I equal some. He walks the world in leisure. He might give you a seizure. Ask him what it means to change all history. Ask him what it is to have to hide away. Ask what it means to simply rip a verse. Ask him what it is to live under the curse of I equal some. Yeah, I equal some. Understand the pain.
I pray as you sit here today and you're kind of pondering as your mind starts bouncing inside of your head trying to figure out, is anyone watching? Because I think I got to get out of here before things get real bad. Hey, just hang in there. Remember, when God was here 2,000 years ago, when you have an encounter with God, when God really appears and begins to speak, it always ruffles some of those religious things that we're so... I'm telling you that it's easy for us to open up our Bible and know the verse, and it's so easy for us. I just wish I could bring you back in time 2,000 years ago when some rabbi looked around and said, if you don't eat me and drink my blood, you got no part in me. That did not sound right. That was not biblical.
The place where your glory dwells.
You see, every time God speaks, it's not biblical. It becomes biblical after He speaks it. Come on. Don't leave me up here all by myself. I'm about to run down there and start speaking. So here's the thing. If you have come to hear something that you're like, okay, well, that sounds biblical. I agree with that. Hang in there. It's going to get a little bumpy. Because what God is about to show, what God is about to do, what God is about to do in this nation, in this land, in this world is not of this world. And what's coming to this world is not of this world. There's a war, there's a kingdom. It's like the Super Bowl of Super Bowls. The spiritual battle is about to take place, and He's preparing His sons and daughters for this war. And they've been sitting around sipping on coffee, wondering, how's your day, brother? How's your day, sister? Won't you greet your brother? Won't you greet your sister? You better be greeting each other when you're not in church, so that when you get to church, you don't have to do the greeting, so that you can hear what God is saying. There is no more time for this. Oh, hi, brother. Hi, sister. How's everybody? We'll be praying for you. No, God don't need you praying for somebody. He needs you there next to them when they're going through their hard time, so that you can endure them. And maybe you may not have the faith or the ability to speak a word that's going to transform their life, but you know what? Maybe they just need a friend next to them. Without a word, without a prophecy, without nothing, just with hands and feet and eyes and a mouth to say, I don't know how to fix your problem, but I'm not letting you go. I'm not letting you go alone. We're looking to get the miracles, and God is saying, why are you looking for the supernatural when you can't even do the natural? God wants so much to awaken His children.
Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough.
Well, stop, what's down? Tell me something going around. Let's discuss the light of day. Spitting truth, come with me. What's up, what's down? Nothing's ever out of bounds. There has to be a better way. Always something of a better play. Hero Shack Day, Hero Shack Day, Hero Shack, baby things. Hero Shack, hey, Hero Shack, yeah. Hero Shack, daily things. Here we go.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm freezing. I'm so cold, but I'm good.
Yeah, it's the wonderful New England weather. Yesterday was 50. The day before was 60. Tonight it's
Oh
like
my God.
16 with a wind chill factor of like God knows what.
Yeah, it's ridiculously cold in my office, and my tea is already like chilling, and I'm actually
Good
cold.
evening, Rick. Welcome to the
Hey,
show.
Rick.
Welcome to the
Yeah,
chat.
welcome,
How are you,
welcome.
brother? Actually, I have Rick on the turntable tonight. At some point. Look at Diana. She's like, what? What?
You have him on a turntable?
Yeah, I have him on the turntable.
I see.
So, yeah, what'd you think of the Mantown video tonight?
I thought that was awesome.
It's a little janky. I might want to go back and edit it.
Well, that's because like
But
you didn't do it, right?
well, I did, but I allowed a computer program to sync it up, and it got a little weird. So I might go in and customize it. But I hadn't had time to do anything with it, and I've had those pictures for like 2 weeks.
I know.
So I wanted to put them up, and actually I'm not that happy with the music. I thought I really liked that song, but it sounds weird. So I'm probably going to change the music too. But it's a nice start, you know. You got to get it started.
You got to get it started. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh my gosh.
So I think I've had a change of heart on Rip Ascend. Last night I was kind of irritated about it. Today I feel a little better about it in the sense that I don't care. I really don't. I'm like, good for Eric. I hope he makes a lot of money. I hope he helps a lot of people.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
but for us, it's not something that there's nothing there for us. Like you asked last night, well, why don't we get a quote? No, it's for other people maybe, but not for us. That's all.
I know.
So may God bless his efforts. And I hope he does really well. I do. I'd rather have him take one of the top 2 spots in Marvel or DC. So yeah, go for it. Right. I'm like, pave the way, brother. That doesn't mean I've changed, my position on some of the things he said and done for sure. But there's a lot of hatred about Rip Ascend, and it hasn't done anything yet. It's like, if he goes out and messes up or screws up somebody's campaign, then you have something to complain about. But
right.
It's a little premature to say the parachute won't open if you haven't let him jump from the plane yet. And it's not like he hasn't fulfilled his own stuff. So, he's done 3 books, and in our business, that's pretty good.
Right.
You get 3 books out consistently on time. You pass the smell test. Oh, look, you're getting
the smell catch.
We had to go through it. How many books did we have to deliver on before people started to trust us? And even then, if you haven't heard of somebody and you don't know the history, it is kind of a crazy world. Now, in a way, he's kind of opening himself up, because depending on how he sets this up, he doesn't want to, I know he doesn't want to run into a situation where he's waiting on the creator.
Right.
Because that's how you end up. There's a lot of talk about the delays are in production and shipment. I think most of the delays usually come down to creatives.
That's true.
It's like, the artist is still working on it, or the colorist has it, or the letterist has it. And that's not to down those people, but that's, most of the campaigns I know that were late because of something to do with, the art, or something to do with the inking, or for whatever reason, but it's usually not. If it's a printer or a shipping issue, that's usually not long term unless you run out of money.
Right.
Some people do that, and that's a whole different thing.
That's tough. That's a tough one,
I think that's a heartbreaker, because that's the one that breaks the back of a lot of people. If you drop, $15, $20, $30, $50 on a campaign, and the guy just up and runs with your money,
right?
Ooh, that's a hard tooth to pull, and you don't want to go biting back down on any cake like that.
That's true.
It's like if you lose a tooth eating fruitcake, you never eat fruitcake again. It's like, hell no.
I'm not a fan of fruitcake, but yeah.
I thought you were what you eat.
That's not very nice.
That was a cute joke, though. You got it. I'm impressed.
Oh my God. Seriously?
What? Yeah, I thought it was going to go right over your head. Sometimes I say things and you don't even notice, and I'm like, okay, that was one I thought would go over our head. And not that you're dumb, it's that my humor isn't easily captured sometimes.
Well, that's true.
You are a
Well,
neurotypical.
no, sometimes your humor is not very humorous, and so I think
If there were autistic people in the room, they would laugh. It's a neurotypical issue. I'm not connecting to your neuro processes. Processes. Anyway, why don't
Anyway,
we do the obligatory look at our campaign?
I think that we should do that.
Because really, guys, we need support. You won't believe it. It's been stagnant now for like 3 days. We
Yep.
have 18 backers. We're at 1,835. That's still 184% over our goal, which is beautiful. Thank you,
Right.
backers.
Right.
But we really want to give away some of this stuff. So we're already at the sketch cards,
Yeah.
which means yours truly, me, I'm drawing by hand. Actually, look, I'll show you something here. Hey, can you still see me on the side of the screen?
I can.
So can you see that?
No, all I see is
You're going to make me go back to StreamYard. Hang on. Oh, yeah, you really can't see it. So I'm just sitting here sketching away. I'm just teasing. See it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
I think the
cool.
sketch card is going to be bigger too.
What?
Just like my.
Why are you always so difficult? Okay. Some people have like certain things that they, are thinking the sketch card is going to be a certain
I
size.
know. Won't they be
and-
psyched? It's
What?
almost like when you order if you order a Volkswagen Bug and you get a Porsche. Or if you order a 20-page book and it turns out to be 40 pages. It's like
Doesn't make sense.
it's like a surprise. It's like when you're a kid and you get cereal and inside there's a toy. It's a surprise. It's a bonus.
Like, what if they have? Well, you're going to do what you want to do, but
No, I will do them. I will do them legal size.
I don't know. You should ask some other people and see what they think.
No, I already have. I know what everybody says. I'll do other size. I'll do small. Anyway, I want to give away the embroidered patch too. And so we need to hit 25 for that. That's the first goal that we need to look at. And then we have the big, can we do $2,500 more after that? Where do we go? How do we find that support?
That's a really good question because I've reached out to a ton of people. I'm posting.
So can we go a ton and a half? How many people is a ton? Is that like, are you talking like big people or are we talking little people?
I don't really know.
Then how do you know it's a ton?
Well, it's not a ton. So I'm not going to have this conversation. Stop already. Oh my God. Why are you doing this to me? What else can we do? I have pretty much exhausted my ability to I don't know, sell the book. I mean, we've got some cons coming up, but that's not going to help us.
That won't
I'm not
help.
very good online. Yeah, I'm not very good online.
We got just under 2 weeks. I think I need to get like a rocket car and fly over the Grand Canyon.
Why?
Publicity. That's all it is. We need publicity. Okay, so not a rocket car. We need publicity.
I'm like, where are you getting this stuff from?
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're out there watching this, even in replay, you can tell we're starting to run dry on ideas, but we are open to ideas, except for dumb ones, and we are going to make a beautiful success out of this. It already is a success.
It is.
I just don't know how to go for the juggler. Like I watch these guys with 6-figure campaigns, and they sit there all night going, "Hey guys, we got to get this up to $2,000 right now. So how about and like all of a sudden we only have like 3 viewers, so that kind of hurts. All of a sudden he's like at ding 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 ding. It's like, oh wow, is that all you got to do? I didn't realize that, but it doesn't work that way.
No, it doesn't work that way. Not with us. It never has really. When you think about it, it's never really worked like that for us. But we are very blessed.
Did you freeze? My goodness, you froze.
Provide those that have already backed us with the really cool stuff would be really cool. Makes no sense at all. But you know what I'm saying, right? You guys,
Actually, you want
You-
to know the truth? You
Mhm.
froze in there. I don't know if it was me or you,
Oh,
but somebody froze, and now then
mhm.
I could see you, and then I could hear you. So I agree with you.
But you couldn't hear me.
Doesn't matter. You're my wife. I agree.
Oh my God.
And I don't know if the crowd heard you or if they were like me going, hello, hello, because that's what I was doing. I'm like, did you freeze? It was you. You froze, baby.
That's because I am freezing. I am freezing. I'm so cold right now.
You should come up in my office. It's nice and hot. Heat rises, and I'm on the second floor.
Okay,
So,
thank
like,
you. I'll be up
I'm
later.
inundated. Yeah.
Come up
I
later.
have like no pants on because it's so hot in here.
You're such a liar.
I am a liar. I have pants on, folks.
Hmm.
I'm just trying to be edgy, for the audience. So, anyways, I noticed Rick put up a video. I want to play
Did.
it before we let anybody say anything or do anything. Okay. It just says possible music for a cross comics character, the Canadian Shield vid 2. Now, I haven't watched it, so I
Okay.
don't know what we're getting into. This could be.
Well, it's not Tim, so it's probably going to be pretty safe. Just saying.
Maybe
Just
you ticked him
saying.
off. We haven't seen him in 2 nights now. Maybe he's mad at you.
He probably is. I don't know what
Damn.
it is. Maybe he's he is now getting his book out there, so maybe he's on a bunch of different shows and stuff,
True. He
which
is
is
kind of
good.
big time now.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So can you see the video?
I can see the video.
All right. Let me see. I should make it a little bigger. Let me mess with my settings here.
Okay.
For your entertainment, ladies and gentlemen, I'm messing with the settings. Let's see. Okay. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Rick, we're going to play your video now.
Hey, wonderful. Welcome to these music things. I'm not sure what I want to call them yet. They're music that I'm making through an AI creator, a music creator, song creator. Some of them I've provided the lyrics, or I've taken lyrics from a few of them and combined, and some of them are, and some of them the AI created the lyrics and all that with my prompts. I'm just putting them up on my thing with some pictures to do with maybe what they're dealing with, or maybe not, to see what you think of them, and maybe get some more views. So on with whatever music is at this time.
From the land of North, where the stories run deep, there's a hero rising. Watch him take the ride. Born by God's powers, he's come from a time long ago. The Canadian Shield, he's the chosen one. With a heart of steel, he takes to the sky. Flying high, he's the shield of the Lord. Defending justice, fighting for what it's worth. With his mighty strength, he won't be denied. The Canadian Shield, our hero in disguise. He's a savior given in our need.
Oh, that's where you ended it.
Oh, I'm like, what?
That was cool.
I liked it actually.
Yeah, I'm a big supporter of that.
Yeah,
I do like the
character as I know him. I think, or I thought.
You think or thought?
Yeah, I thought. Yes, something like that.
So I don't know. I don't know what Rick thought of it. I haven't looked at the comments. Let me see if there's any comments yet.
So I see it was her. See about getting on Dan Q fan edition. It was her. So I see. I don't.
Drawn and quartered fan edition. It was her. I don't know what that means.
I don't either. I have no
Okay,
idea.
let's see.
Anyway,
Cool Hand Luke said it was catchy. I'm gonna write. What do they call that? We sniped it.
No,
We sniped it.
did we? Is that what it's called?
2 thumbs. I don't know. Up. There we go. I'm gonna press the like a thumb, and I'm gonna like share it. I'm gonna actually copy the link because I don't use any of these fake things. They mess with your stuff. Besides, I got to do it cross accounts and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I messed up my Twitter earlier last year, and now I can't just go from account to account because of the way I separated myself.
Ah, yeah. That's right. I do remember that.
Yeah, you know, kids, you do the crime, you pay the time.
Oh my God. Yeah,
It's
you're
true.
right.
It was my own fault. I said
It-
something stupid,
we covered.
and,
Yeah, you
and I
talked
got
about.
and I
Yep.
got that account banned. And the fact
Mhm.
of the matter is, I didn't mean
Yeah.
I didn't mean what it said. Do you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you like it's funny because sometimes we say stuff and we don't mean it. You know, like if Diana gets mad at me, she goes, "Ooh, when I get upstairs, I'm gonna kill you." She doesn't mean she's gonna kill me, and we all know that. But in a social network situation, they just take the words literally. Not that I said
Mhm.
kill somebody, but what they interpreted was fair. I was like, okay, you're right.
That's true.
I shouldn't have said that. Sorry. Live and learn. It cost me what $120 about.
Mm-hmm.
I lost a subscription in the process, which I
It
had
costs
paid
a
for.
little bit more than that, but it's okay.
I'm
It's
prorating for the time I was actually on the account.
yeah. You. Of course you are.
Of course
Oh
I
my
am.
gosh. Oh my gosh. You're so funny. Oh, but no, I like that, Rick. I did. I enjoyed the song.
Right?
I think he was talking about um he was asking people what they thought, right?
Yeah. So I put 2 thumbs up.
All right.
I said we sniped it. I didn't say we EFAP'd it. EFAP sounds weird, doesn't it?
I did also snipe keep it. They all sound kind of weird if you ask me. I think they do.
I don't know.
I don't know.
We've got to do something to jazz up the show. So I'm going to be a little sillier, a little more bombastic. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you got planned for tonight? You were up there doing stuff, so
Well, the big thing was the Mantown video.
I know that was very cool. I like
Would you
that.
like to see it one more time while we're just kind of here? Hang on, I've got to find it anyway. So hang on.
Oh, okay.
Watch.
Yeah. So Rick, I like the jingle that you did.
I did too.
Yeah, I thought you should go with that. Unless you have more that you're going to be putting up for people to vote. You did have a voting at one point for one of your books or something, if I recall.
I'm just showing pictures at this point. Look at how fat I look there. I look so fat.
So
I don't feel that fat. I wonder if I really look that fat or if it's just a Sony camera. I thought this.
No,
was
I think it's the way it was taken, the angle of the picture, the way it was taken.
I think it was adding 15
You don't
pounds
look
to me
like
and
that.
10
Well,
to everybody
camera
else.
does.
Yeah, it's all the camera.
Yeah, it's all the camera.
Yeah, just blame the camera.
It's just the camera.
Look at us, though. It was really a nice time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not going to play the whole video.
I know. It was a lot of fun. I very much enjoyed it. So what's been going on with today for you? Did you have any?
Okay, so a big thing today, we had our comic book club. We got the kids to sit down and actually work out the first page. Now, here's the thing.
Two panels.
We have like 4 loose ideas that we're bringing together like twine.
Right.
And it's a little bit like herding cats.
Wrangle them all.
But we are slowly developing into a cohesive story. And we keep getting into little roadblocks where they say, what about this idea? Yeah. So we morph it into the story that's existing now. We had a table of writers, and we actually ended up with 3 tables of artists because artists are a little more eccentric. One was sitting there drawing crazy pictures. Another
Naughty
3
pictures.
were sitting there drawing their own thing. And then I had 2 sitting with iPads having fun on their thing.
Right.
So, basically I spent the time assisting them and correcting them and kind of guiding them. And Diana was over with the writers.
Yeah.
Putting together, like it's like having mud balls thrown at you and then being asked to make them into sandcastles because Diana's over there going, okay, you guys, you want to have like, okay, this is not an actual factual example, but it's almost like, okay, you want magical cookies and you want spaceships and you want the building to become a mushroom. All right, how are we going to do all this? And so she's sitting there taking these ideas, and we're literally like making, like shepherd's pie right there on the fly. It's not going to be a cohesive setting, but it will get them through. We're going to get them through at
Right.
least 10 pages.
Right.
I already have one creator who has submitted a 6-page mini comic and has made a game on the side. So I think what we're going to do with her stuff is, so in the newest version of the story, by the way, good evening, Rick. In the newest version of the story, the kids are attending a movie festival at school before everything goes down.
Yeah.
So we have
Ah,
one creator who just gave me a mini comic, and I'm like, let's turn that into one of the movies because they're supposed to be going to a movie festival. So in the story, we're going to have stories in the movies.
they're making it so complex they don't even realize it, because I'm sitting with the writers. All right, guys. How do we want the first panel? How do we want to open our story? Like, what is our, like, we have some very, very cool ideas.
Have you noticed they want to put everything in one panel?
Yes. And I've had to say, listen, guys, this is only one, but my Canadian ducks aren't in yet. I'm like, no, they're not in there yet because we haven't gotten to that part of the story. So you just sit and hold that tight.
Yeah,
Part of the
they forget
local,
each panel is a snippet.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
one.
Oh, right. So, but explaining that to them.
but part of the local issue that we actually have is we have Canadian geese that invade the
Oh,
recess
that's what it's
grounds,
geese, not ducks.
and they have to chase them off. Like we have to have janitors go out and chase them off because they leave so much poo. So the kids are well aware of it. So they are the bad guys of our story. And then there are bad guys involved in, okay, I'm going to try to say this and I'm not sure I'm going to get it right, but there's the Canadian geese throw control chips that get on the building, which turn it into an evil robot, but the kids turn it into good somehow. And
Right.
so then the robot and the kids fight off the geese that also turn out to be robots, because I said we couldn't kill geese. We could kill robotic geese and like smash them up and have, oil and bolts, but we can't have, we're not killing any geese. No.
Right.
And
So
really, most of them don't want to kill.
No, but it's a really complex story, because throughout this 45, 50-minute period, I had 4 of our kiddos and they could not stop with their creative ideas. So I would get down. Okay, so panel 1, we're going to have the kids are dismissed from school. They're all going to the movie event. We decided we're going to offer 3 movies. Now they're all coming in as human beings, as their person. And we decided one movie is going to be a VR movie. So they're going to have to put a VR headset, like a virtual reality movie. And during the virtual reality movie, right, they're going to be sucked in to the movie, but not physically, because their bodies have to stay in the chair so the grown-ups will know that they haven't disappeared. But then they go into this movie as their character. And when they go into the movie, when they're somehow transported into the movie, some of the rooms in the school are their portals. They've already picked out which portal they want. That's where they spawn into the character that they're creating. So that's just one little tiny thing. And then of course we have, of course we have the Canadian geese, the robotic Canadian geese, and the school overall turns into a robot. And we have so many kids that are coming up like, oh my God, I couldn't miss it, Chris.
Well, the thing about working with 3rd and 4th graders,
it's going to get better. It is.
no,
Hey,
you know what it's like? It's like going to a
Mm.
mountain spring that's rushing by,
Yeah.
and you take a shot glass to take a sip of water, and you just watch all that water come off your hand and out the shot glass, and you get a little sip, and it's so good, but all the other water is going by, and you can only get a little more, and because they're so fast. It's like, okay, I first
They
went,
like aren't even digesting. Yeah.
what are we doing over here? Because this thing's coming up, and we got to be able to. They were worried about the principal. Now they know our principal is leaving at the end of the year, and they're like, can she be in our comic? Because she's not going to be here. So
Yes.
can she even be in the comic? And I'm like,
Of course
well,
she can.
why can't she be? She's here now, but she won't
Yep.
be here next year. Well,
That's okay.
but they're
And
thinking
then,
like
oh, I got to
they're
tell you
thinking
this
like
after.
forever. They think they're in aces in the school forever.
So, Chris, I've got to share this with you. One of our favorite little girls, she's very talented. I think she's probably going to be our cover artist.
Yeah, I know who you meant right away.
We're picking out what day do we want this movie event to happen? And somebody goes Monday. I'm like, somebody said Saturday morning. I'm like, I said, how about a Friday? And she's dead serious. She's like, well, Miss Diana, there's a conflict with me because I always go to my grandmother's on Friday. And I had to say to her, I said, it's okay because remember, this is just a make-believe story. You're not really going to be there, right? But you can pretend that it was the sweetest thing. It was like a little light bulb. She's like, oh, yeah, that's right. I can be it on Friday because it's not a real thing. I'm
It's
like,
not a real
oh
Friday.
Well,
my
to get
God.
them to start, we actually had to get them interested in the story. And the problem was they had like 11 different stories. And I said, we can do 11 comics or one story. And most of them wanted to do one story.
Yep.
And the ones who really were goofing off are gone. I mean, the ones we have, there's some goofy ones, but it's because
Yeah.
they're third and fourth
Yeah.
graders, not because they're not interested.
Right. Right.
So like they're
That
focused
was precious.
on
That
one
was
story,
like,
but they're
oh
trying to
my
put all those 11 characters into the
Mhm.
story.
Mhm.
8 and 9
So we
year
have
old.
Yep. Pretty
well,
much
we have
that
like
was
Hot Dog
what-
Man. We have oh, who are the other names? There's 11
we
of
have
them.
Amboyd. We have one of them is I have the list. It's in the car. I don't have it on me.
Wait,
But out of every
Toilet
student
Bowl. There's
has
Toilet
their
Bowl.
toilet.
He
No,
has a
toilet.
Super
Oh
Bowl.
boy, isn't it Bo? Boy?
No, it's Toilet Bowl. It evolved. Yes, so the third graders got into poopy jokes in the middle of our drawing session. So
Oh
it
my
became
gosh.
Toilet Bowl,
Oh
and
my
he's got the
gosh.
Super Bowl, and his power is swishing, and he can make things smell bad. And oh yeah, it was hilarious. I was like, wait till
Now,
the
mind
writers
you,
see
Chris
these
is with
things.
all the artists, and they're very loud, very unruly, out of their chairs, walking over. And me
So one
and
of
the
the
other
creators,
four
listen,
kids were like, just
I got to tell you something because it freaked me out in a positive way. It was deep. One of the kids, and it's one of the young ladies, and you'll know who I mean immediately. But
Yeah.
she created a character that is a fallen angel, and that fallen angel is trying to make matters worse. And I was like stunned because fourth grade telling me about fallen angels, and I have
Mhm.
not done any sermon teaching or nothing like that. It's not me. So like it was an intriguing little thing. That was the group that was over in the corner with the iPads.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
And
that could just mean she goes to church,
No,
but the
just
sketch of the
no.
fallen angel is
No, but
amazing.
she's comes from kind of a rough background and whatnot,
But
but
what's really beautiful
she reads a
is
lot.
I'm encouraging her, and she's blossoming.
Yeah.
Like she's always felt like she's not quite smart enough, not quite good enough. The best part about this is, hey, Captain Aura! That's me on
Yep.
Moonstar. The best part is she was like, my writing's horrible. I can't do this. So I put her on the iPad today. And I said, now, what does that say? Because we're looking at her artwork. So I took a picture of it, put it in Procreate, right?
Yeah.
And I erased everything but the character because everything else was words and just dirt from the pencil, right?
Yeah.
And so we went letter for letter, and I transcribed it, and I drew a balloon, and I showed her how
Yeah.
I did that. And she went, I said, and you're going to be able to do that. You don't have to worry about your stupid handwriting. Well, I didn't call it stupid, but I'm thinking to
And
myself,
it's her
this is what I
spelling
do.
too. Her spelling is atrocious, but you can.
But the spell
It's
checker
fine.
shows her red line, and then she
Yeah.
can like
And you just
ask
share.
her
You
for
just,
help or check the suggestions.
yeah. Yeah.
But the confidence lifting
Yeah.
it makes
She's a-
every moment worth it with these kids. And it's not just her, it's all of them.
Yeah.
Like, because we make them feel like, well, they are the stars. We're not creating this book. They are.
Right.
I'm just there to help guide the ship.
We're kind of
'cause
pulling it in, pulling it together. Like I told Chris next week, we're going to do the big picture. Like, so I want to know the beginning, the middle, and the end. Just generalize it for me. What are you envisioning? Because we can't, like, we have to get on the page. We have to, as a group collectively, it's not just like one or two people. You have to kind of have some sort of direction, some sort of map for these guys to work off of. Then we can assign, okay,
Yeah.
so you're going to do this, you're going to do this, you're going to write this particular part of the story, you know, because right now they all have ideas. Oh, I have another idea. And so what if we do this? And so it
That's why
started out.
today, today when we went in, I was just like, what is on the first page? And
Yeah,
they all
that's
looked
all
at
we
me like,
said.
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
Yeah.
And they're all like, and I just made them focus
that's
on
where
what it would look like.
Well, that's why I think you get. I'm not sure whether you're doing this. You probably are. That's why you have all the ideas down. Then you take, although it doesn't really give the artist much to do, unless they know some
Well,
characters, and they
they
can
just
start
keep
doing.
drawing things. They're fine. They can just
Well,
until
the thing is, the artists are still developing the characters, so it's
Yeah.
it's not the standard comic book process, because really each one could do their own the way they're going, and we're trying to so as they're
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm talking about. You could get each one, with the artists. As I was saying, each
right.
getting them to start doing mock-ups of what the characters look like.
We
Well,
are
you get
they're
actually.
way ahead of that. Yeah.
Yeah, we're way ahead of
In
that. We've
fact,
got a lot
that's
of
how we
well,
ended
the
up in a mini comic, because one of them is so ambitious that in between sessions she's creating stuff. And really, we're using Google Classroom, so we're probably going to have them doing stuff throughout the week now. The other issue, and Diana didn't catch wind of this yet, but there is a small number in the group asking for a second day a week.
What?
Yeah. I was asked if we could meet another day a week, because one day a week isn't enough.
Who said
"Well,
this?
I will."
You will
I'm not
share
saying
this.
that out loud. Yes, I'll
No.
share it later. I don't want to dox any of our wonderful creators. But yes, I told them that I would talk to Miss Diana. And even if I do it alone, if it's even a smaller version, a more focused version, simply for the artwork, even, because some of these kids really have potential. They just need someone to sit down and push some of the basics. And honestly, we're very lucky, because the cover artist one is 9/10 of the way there of understanding. She's already forming roughs. She's using the proper guides. You know how when you sketch a face and you line it properly, and she's got all that. So
Yeah.
I'm very excited by the talent around us.
That's good.
Of course, I'm also the guy who says if you can write your name, you can draw. Even if you don't know it, you can draw.
Yeah.
Because it takes a lot to get those letters right. And if you can get those letters right, you may not draw great or even well. You might draw.
I think we lost him. Did we? Chris, how come I can't hear you?
Because he's not talking.
I wasn't
Oh.
talking.
Oh. So what were you going to say, Rick? I'm sorry. Why is it so quiet?
Oh.
Oh my
I
gosh.
know earlier I was saying, and then you separate the writers and try and get them to go page by page.
Right. Exactly.
He's
And
not talking.
yeah, and
Get them to focus on writing the details of the story, panel by panel.
right. And that's kind of like what we're doing. It's just, this I think was our first serious writing session. But again, I'm going to use they're used to graphic organizers, so I'm going to set it up.
Okay.
Here we have the
Well,
beginning of the story.
The
Blah, blah,
thing
blah,
about
blah,
it with these
you know?
guys is it's not like working with adults. Like
Really,
as much as we try to focus them, they have bouts of like they want
they have
your
these
attention.
moments.
Like, when you're at a pool and there's always that kid who goes, "Hey, mom, look, mom, watch, look, mom, look." And the kid's just standing on the edge of the pool waiting for mom to look so they can jump in for the 18th time. And mom will go,
Yeah.
"That was a good one, honey." It's a lot of that, but that's part of, that's kind of like gardening when you're, weeding out all the weeds coming out. It's going to happen. You got to deal with that, because that's a kid. It's like, yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
So
Very funny.
Yeah, obviously.
So Captain
and that is
Laura
trying to
has
ring
some-
them in still.
Captain Aura has sent an image I'm going to share. So this was
Okay.
the men down at Mantown. The only one missing is Joey's buddy. I don't know if he was there yet or not.
He was
But
probably
that's all
taking
of
a
us
picture.
there hanging. No, who was taking that? I think that might have been Steph herself.
Yeah,
Captain
it was.
Aura. Yeah.
Yep.
Snow
It
White.
was.
Yeah, so that's cool. Mantown.
But actually, sort of an answer to your question earlier, Diana, before I got in. Yes, I've got a few more songs to do. Actually, I got quite a few, and I'm probably going to make more. I'm going to try and make it a regular thing.
Okay. Good. That's awesome.
Yeah, we use it for I call them jingles. Like if it's just a jingle for a trailer or something, I'm like, it's a jingle.
Mhm.
And AI is
Yeah,
funny
because they're
because
only
it does
about
bother me. AI troubles me, but if it's used for simple little things like this, somehow that doesn't bother me. But if I was like,
Mhm.
and I've said this before, but if I took it and tried to make a CD and then
Mhm.
said, everybody back my CD that I made on a computer song maker, I'd be like, I think that's wrong. But you
Right.
know, if like, okay, so the Hero Shack Daily Things theme is AI. I'm not
Mhm.
making any money on it. It's just a don 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 don. And
Right.
heck, you know, if anybody wants to donate a human-made theme song, throw it in and we'll use it. But
Mhm.
that took me
well,
like
as
10
long as you
minutes.
like it.
What's that? No, hey, if the Misfits did it, Tim, I would gladly try to use it as long as I actually went looking for a Misfit video that I could throw on when Tim comes on.
Yeah.
And the one that I recognized, it says something like, "Hello, how are you today? I killed your baby today." And then the
What?
next chorus is, "Hello, how are you today? I raped your mother today." And I was
That's
like,
terrible.
I can't play those on my channel. What kind of
No.
song is that? And every other song was just like thrashy, mashy stuff that I couldn't understand. I'm like, if I can't understand the lyrics and someone comes along and goes, "Do you realize that's saying we should nuke the whole entire world?" No, I had no idea what they were saying. No, so I can't put that on. It's like, so
Put on something that you don't understand. Good plan.
exactly, because that's what comes back and bites you in the
Right.
butt, you know?
Right.
That was
Exactly.
like that. Remember that song everybody was doing the dance to? Oh, we did
Mhm.
the Christian version of it. The
Oh,
Ocolanolita, and then
Oh, La Vida
oh
Loca.
no,
no,
no.
no, no,
What
no.
the heck was the name of it?
Macarena.
No, but you're getting closer.
It was something
Oh
like that.
La Cucaracha.
no,
No.
it was like a. Hang on, let me see if I can find it. Oh, good Lord! Now it's gonna. This is one of those things where I shouldn't have forgotten, but it was just it was a flash hit. It wasn't like a lot of people got into it. Hello, Eric Boyd.
Hey,
Like, well,
Eric.
actually, it was a huge fad, but then it disappeared. Oh, what was the name of it, Diana?
We did a
The
Christian
Christian.
version of it.
Oh, yeah. What was it? It was the. Mm,
I don't remember it. Anyways, keep talking.
you
And I
talk.
bet you me talk.
You talk.
Okay. So we did this and it ended up on Tumblr. No, Reddit. One of one of our young friends saw it and started like boosting
Making
it
fun
and
of it on Reddit.
making fun of it on Reddit. And we got how many? Oh my God, we got almost 1 million views on it or something like that.
It was
You remember
viral. If
that?
you
It
wanna
went
call it.
viral.
I don't think it was
It
that
went
high, but it was
viral
viral.
and not in a good way. It didn't go viral because,
People liked it.
people liked it.
It was going viral because people were trashing it, you know?
Like going, oh my God,
It
oh my
still
God.
it still goes viral, which brings attention to you, which is all
This is
right.
true. This is true.
Yeah, but that's been a dead channel for years,
Oh
so it
yeah,
didn't
yeah,
do as
yeah,
well
yeah.
as we would like
Yeah.
to.
I don't even
Actually,
know
I bet you I
where.
know how I can find it. Let me see.
Um,
I'll
You
go to
should
my
put it.
videos over there.
You should
what's that?
put it up on here or on
I know.
your Christmas.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my God.
Hang
That would
on.
be funny. Do we have it on that?
I'm looking to see if it's still up here.
Yeah, that's what he's working on. He's been talking about cutting it cutting his hair. Kung Fu
Yes, I have.
Master over
I
there.
have to talk about that.
He's in the
I
still
would
in the
like to do
chat.
it if we could do it for the wig people again.
Oh, so like maybe we should put like a fleece out. So if we get to our $5,000, we will film Christopher getting his hair cut. How's that?
That's
No?
up to you. I'm not gonna stand in the way of something like that. That sounds beautiful.
All right. Well, there you go.
You should.
All right.
Right now, it should be the 2,500 goal.
No, I want to go for the big goal one. No, 2,500. Nope, it's got to be all or nothing because he's got beautiful hair, and I'm very envious of it because his hair is actually way nicer than mine, and so
Yeah.
I don't really want him to cut it. I mean, he can
Yeah.
cut it because I like
Well,
to
you
braid
know
it.
what they say: hair
Yeah.
today, gone tomorrow.
Oh,
There you go.
I
Mhm.
know what it was called now.
What?
It was called the Harlem Shake.
The Harlem Shake. That's what it was. The
Would you like
Harlem
to see
Shake.
our wonderful
Did you
rendition?
find it? Did you
That's
find
all
it?
of 1 minute and 9 seconds long.
Sure, let's see this.
All right, let's show
This
this
was
on
done
here.
about 20 years ago, right?
Yeah. No,
No,
it's not
maybe
quite that
about
long.
10, maybe 12, 15.
Hang on, I'm pulling
Maybe.
it up. It was, let's see,
Oh
when
my
was it loaded?
God.
It was uploaded 10 years ago. Oh God. And it wasn't 1 million, it was 59,000.
All right. Well,
It
I
was
knew
the
it was a
closest
lot
to the closest to borrow we ever got.
the real Christian edition, Rick.
All right, here we go. Ready?
Con los terroristas.
Look
Look
at
at all
Chris.
the old people there
Look
with
at
me.
Chris with it. I forgot about this. Look at him.
Lord Jesus, we just thank you. We gathered here together tonight, Lord, to pray for this world, Lord, to pray for our lost youth, Lord. And we just ask for you to give them wisdom, Lord, that you lift blinders from their eyes, Lord, that you show them the right way to go, Lord, that your wisdom and your grace and your mercy shower down on them, Lord, and that your love shines through all of us as Christians, Lord, toward this world, Lord, and show them your grace and mercy. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Our God is an awesome God. He reigns from heaven above with wisdom, power, and love. Our God is an awesome God. Our God is an awesome God. He reigns from heaven above.
And now it's
Okay,
got 59,001 view.
Okay. I wouldn't really call that a parody. I don't know what I'd call that.
Do you remember the Harlem Shakes?
No.
All right,
No.
that's why you don't call it a parody. Hang on.
Okay.
Hang on.
No, yeah, but
No.
I mean, you just danced to it. You didn't make up new words or anything to the
Dude,
song.
what the hell are you talking about?
The Harlem Shake.
And you just showed people praying or
Yeah, because we weren't conforming to the world. You missed it all.
Yeah.
Hang
So
on.
hold on. Chris is gonna get it. Yeah.
I'm going to show you the original Harlem Shake, or at least that's what it claims. It's the first one.
Meanwhile, while you're playing these videos, Tony and I are conversing on how we can get the Great Cyclopean to go viral so we can get the money for
The ash can.
yeah. Okay, here we go. See, that's the dance. That's the dance that was viral. That's right. And it was very popular in our neck of the woods.
So, as you might imagine, I was at a Bible study with probably 12 people over the age of 50. And I said, hey, let's do the Harlem Shake. And they said, well, we're not dancing like that. I said, no problem. We'll cut to a prayer and I'll figure it out. So that's what we got. So, yeah,
Oh,
don't
that
rain
was
on my
fun.
Harlem Shake parody. I tried.
That wasn't a parody. That was you dancing to music. You danced to
It
the
was
Harlem
mimicking what
Shake.
they did.
It
That's
was
all I can tell
mimicking.
you. Yes.
It was a big rage in our area. So like to you, you're like, I never heard of it. It means nothing. But that was something that everybody was doing in our circle at
We
that
know a
point.
guy from our Bible study youth group was sharing it on Reddit going, look at these freaking idiots. Look at these
Yeah.
idiots. They think that's a Harlem Shake. Look at these idiots.
Eric wants to know, Rick, if you actually call that dancing. That's not.
But that was me dancing, not Rick.
That was so funny with his short
Just
hair
barely.
and his bigger
Just
belly.
barely.
He's lost weight since then. But
Actually, you know what
There's
though?
been other
I
things that
cut that hair for a wig back then. Every time I've cut my hair, it's been for a wig.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
So
I have no
when it
problem
comes
with the
off, it's going to go
goofiness of
toward
it.
the wig.
Yeah,
Oh,
we have
it was
it for
goofy as all get out. Yeah.
we have it we donate it to kids with
It wasn't
cancer.
Locks for, yeah, it was the other one. It wasn't Locks for Love. It was a different one.
I forget. I really do forget. I can look it up. We have the actual paperwork.
But we only do it every once 4 or 5 years.
Yeah. Well, the last one you did was on Testify Stream, and that was
And
we
he was
met our
alive.
goal. Yeah, and he was
That was
alive
when
back
Stu
then.
was still friends with all of them.
Yep, that's true.
Cider
And
was
Vicky was in the stream. Remember, it was so
Yeah.
fun. And I did the whole shaving at home. I had a couple of drinks. It was
that
fun.
was not fun. That was
No,
stupid.
Chris was scared. I got all this. I got like the big.
What do you mean? Chris was scared. It was scary as shit.
I had
You were
my scissors.
drinking and you're like, look, I brought this in from the shed. I usually cut branches with it, but I'm going for your head tonight, babe. And everybody
So
in the
yes,
chat like,
it
go
can
for
be
it.
very.
yes,
It
a pair
can
of
be
hedge
very
clippers.
fun. Yeah, hedge clippers. What else did I have? I had a
I thought
couple
you
of
used an
fun
electric
things.
knife too. You got like one of those.
Yeah, I got the
carving
electric knife out, the carving knife. I did have real shears, by the way. I mean, real that's what I used. But I got tips from my cousin who is a hairdresser. She said, you're going to section it off. And when we ended up do it the right way. And it was funny.
Well, we didn't damage it. We couldn't damage it. That was the problem.
Eric, yes, it was sheer entertainment. I know friends.
I felt it was a little dull.
It was not dull. You were scared. You were so
It was
scared.
dull. It was ripping my hair off the back of my head. It was dull.
No,
It was
just
a real
cutter.
cutting stream.
Yeah, I was a real cutting stream. So at any rate, Tony had asked, how can we get the Great Cyclopean? How can we get him bumped up so he goes viral? And I said,
the first
do you
thing that
have any
needs to happen
ideas?
is I probably need to shut my mouth.
Hey, here. Do an
Everyone that
animation-
agrees, raise your hand.
Do an animation of Cyclopean doing the Harlem jig or whatever, the Harlem Shake.
Well, it would not go over because I don't even think that song is around, but something funny like that.
Actually, we could make a revival.
Nah.
I might do it just to tick people off. I could do a motion cap animation based on one of those guys.
You could.
Yeah, I could trace it down into just motion cap like Disney used to do.
I'm not joking, Eric. He raised his
Actually,
hand.
I really don't want to do an animation though because
Nah.
I'm finishing up the ash can. I'm coming along on issue 8. And
Well,
issue
do it
7
for
is
issue
being
8.
prepared.
Do it
What's
for
that?
issue 8. Do it for the issue 8 campaign.
Possibly, yeah.
No, we're talking about what can we do? What can we do that's just a little
How do we get into the next
funky?
level? So I don't know, do we do TV advertising?
No, it's got to be something fun. We could have a fight. We could record our next big argument.
Well, I
That
can
might be
start one right
interesting.
now. You're
Don't do it.
Oh,
Don't-
God!
don't do it. Rick's like getting a
ain't
little
getting
too
involved
heated
in
on the
that.
panel. I'm out of here.
You
Yes,
call
we
that
do
a
have
green
other
scene?
titles besides the Great Cyclopean. The other titles are lean more towards the adult.
Well, we have the Trolls, which was intended. I guess it kind of worked out for a teen audience, but I think we dropped a couple of F-bombs to ensure mature. And,
Yeah.
Cluster Fudge, which was very mature.
Cluster
And then
Fudge.
there was Mangai Yushoken, which got canceled after a couple of
Yeah, and then we have
But Mangai Yushoken was
that was something
more of an
really-
all-age young teen type.
that didn't go anywhere. We didn't get that fun. That was our first book that actually did not get funded, and I'm not. It was yeah, it just needs a little peekaroo at that. Maybe the
Well,
story.
actually, it was a blessing.
Mm,
I feel it was a real blessing because it's okay not to fund every book you do.
mhm.
You got to
Well,
lose
it's
to know how to
very
win.
it's very reality, kind of a reality check, like
Yes.
Heartbreaking.
heartbreaking. Yeah,
You know
because
what though? It really wasn't at first. It kind of stung a
still have a
little,
whole bunch of them.
but it was really not that bad when I thought about it. I was like, okay, let's learn from this, let's grow from this and build.
So
It's
Eric is
kind of the
asking about some of our other books. So we mentioned a couple of them, but we also and the Manga Yoshokin was something that Chris had envisioned, but it didn't take off. So we put that in the back burner. And then what was the other? The Reapers. That's
last of the
Halloween.
last
The
of the
Last of
Reapers
the
was a
Reapers
one shot.
was a one shot,
Right.
which is a little again darker. Um,
But it was not
writing.
adult. It was no worse than like a PG-13. I don't
Yeah,
think there's even swearing in it, but there's a little
right.
bit of blood and not
Hmm.
gore. Well, a little gore.
Yeah.
Like there's a claw that goes through
It's
a
no, hey, listen,
werewolf.
it's no worse than Fast Night at Freddy's. It's no worse than that.
Oh,
Kids are
it's
reading it.
not as
Kids
bad
are,
as that. It's not as bad as Five Nights
yeah,
at Freddy's.
right.
That's more graphic.
Then of
And there's
course
like,
there's the other one.
So are we concentrating on the Great Cyclopean? At
well,
least for
that,
this
yeah,
year.
he asked that.
Yeah, no, so I'm answering it. At least for
Oh,
this year. We have it plotted out to issue 12.
yeah.
If at issue 12 we're still doing the same numbers, we'll reevaluate. We'll see if we want to continue. I feel like I do want to continue, but what'll probably happen is I will shift the Great Cyclopean into some sort of team. Because I think the biggest hurdle to the Great Cyclopean is getting them past the adults. The kids have no problem looking at them and enjoying them. The adults go, "That's crazy. One eye, that's crazy."
Hmm.
Um, but I think he's more like a Chewbacca. Like Chewbacca wouldn't be headlining the show. He needs a hand solo. So I've discovered with the Great Cyclopean having Captain Aura around has kind of helped play the character up. So I
Hmm.
think it's possible that we'll find from issue 13 on some sort of team that would incorporate some ideas such as Mangai Yoshokin,
Hmm.
Violet
Yeah.
Vamp, who's been on the back burner for 3 years now, and
Right.
and a special guest star out of issue 8 who I want to bring back. I already know who he is. You guys have no clue. Well, Rick might have a clue, but nobody else in general has a clue.
Also, you might one thing, maybe an idea. Bring up a new quote unquote new generation of heroes, like a new Captain Aura. Captain Aura passes his mantle down to somebody.
Um, where's Tony? Tony, are you still on the chat?
Yeah,
That's
don't
not
say a
gonna happen.
word.
No.
Blah
Yeah,
blah
no.
blah 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 blah. Don't say a
Yeah.
word.
Oh, so you've already had that idea.
Well, remember the Cardinal?
Oh
The
yeah,
Cardinal character? So
yeah.
that's something that's being developed. And it won't actually, the name will be somewhat modified, but um yeah, the Cardinal is a real thing. Uh, um
But I was just thinking, or you could go back and do some stories for Captain Aura when he was, not retired or whatever.
you mean like in the ash can?
Yeah, like in the
Well,
Ash.
I mean by himself, not necessarily with the Titans, or was he always with the Titans? Did he have any
Yeah.
solo stories?
Hang on, let me give you a responsible answer here. The Titans are always together, even when they're apart. Their bond is of a soulful nature, blood, and power. Even now, as I sit here alone, my brothers are amongst me. They are but a call away. Where is my Titan watch? All I have to do is activate it. And these guys, it's never mind. I have to charge it. But yeah, they're really just
Create
wouldn't that
a
be embarrassing?
parallel Earth Rick Piper character.
You're hot. Hey, did you hear that? Dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun. But you're like the Avengers, and you're like, you're Hawkeye, and you're like, I can do it. I can get the help I need. Damn, watch is not charged. Damn. Hang on, I think we got a message from Cap. Let's see. We did. We got pictures. So I'll
Ooh.
show you that one. He's actually looking at, I believe that's the troll book there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's in my kitchen. And see, he's holding the Captain Aura doll. Is that
Yeah.
coming through?
Yeah. Cool.
I should upload it now. Just
Eric.
Eric did too.
Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny.
Now
It's
wait a minute
true.
here. This is a high quality 3rd gen Apple iWatch thingy. I don't have the good one though. I have the like 2nd rate one. I don't even know what the good one does. What's it do? It like gives you a heart rate more accurate or something.
I don't know, but you guys are funny. Oh my
You think
gosh.
I'm funny? You should meet my friends. All right, here we go. I got it over to the computer so I can share it. The magic
Okay.
of Apple. Present, share screen. Not the Harlem Shake. I got all these tabs now.
Oh my gosh, you got everything
There it
open,
is.
right?
See it?
You're running
See
a
it?
tab? You're running a tab?
Yeah. He's running a tab.
See it?
Cool.
Well, yeah.
So
What
that's
was
the
that made
Captain
out
Aura
of, like
doll.
the flash?
That's the Captain Aura doll. Do you see the doll
Yep.
right there? That's
Yeah, yeah.
Captain
Actually,
Aura.
you
That's
know what?
Tony's.
We're wrong, and we're gonna get our asses kicked.
Why?
That
It's
is
not a
an
doll.
action figure. It's an
It's an action figure. He's probably yelling right now. It's an action figure. And it's next to the little hotties in the troll book. So, Eric, this book is definitely the troll book is definitely for adults. If you're looking for something a little spicier, you can find it
No,
on
it's
Amazon.
not really for adults. Even this section is
It
suggestive.
is. It's
No, it
suggestive
doesn't
though.
get adulty though. Like at no point is there like soft porn or anything like that. Although wait a minute, one of the trolls runs around naked, doesn't he?
Yeah.
The bridge troll does the naked thing. Never mind, it's not appropriate for kids. I forgot about that story.
It's not what no, it's not appropriate.
Actually, I think it's labeled mature anyways. I would have remembered before I sold it. Yeah, okay.
I think Eric is old enough to buy it.
Yeah, but Eric is I don't know how to say this. Eric is like a man of values. And I wouldn't want to mislead him and like sell him a book that like was not.
No, it's
like,
it's like night and day from the Great Cyclopean. So yes,
It is.
so there
In
is
fact,
that.
it's not as bad as Cluster Fudge, but when I put out Cluster Fudge, I actually had people getting mad at me because compared to the Great Cyclopean, it was like a total departure. And they were expecting like another hero book. And it's really a deconstruction of a bad guy who kind of played hero. If I was to make a comparison, the comedian from The Watchmen, perhaps, as a character style. And yeah, it was not appreciated by some. And I've never finished it, but I will someday. I just have to take the time and do Cluster Fudge 3, and that'll be the conclusion. And that's actually where Violet Vamp comes from. So it would behoove me to finish it at some point.
Right.
But I do actually want to revamp that too.
Yeah, I actually have a story in the troll book.
Yes. Yep.
Yes, he does.
And so does Diana.
I have one of my
And here we have calendar cover model Tim. You only got a glimpse of him. Yeah, there you go.
Got to pay for the rest.
Oh
Tim
my
Olsen
God.
available.
Do you have an
for
OnlyFans?
limited time.
Oh my God.
No, I can't afford that. I can't afford that. I can only afford OnlyFriends.
Only friends. There you go.
Yeah,
You've got-
Eric, that would be
You've got
amazing.
your dignity.
You are right, Rick. You need to do a comic about the bus trip through the
You could too,
slums of
man.
the
You really
USA.
could.
That's really cool. That's funny.
Yeah, but nothing really exciting happened except I got stuck in Detroit for like 18 hours. And that wasn't
Embellish.
really exciting.
No, I don't know,
You don't
guys.
remember those Detroit vampires coming after you in the subways? And you got all the way to the coast, and that one of them drove up in a car with bottles on his hands going clink, clink, clink. And he went, Rick, come out and play. You don't remember that?
No.
Embellish, man, embellish. No, that's from the Warriors. We just watched the Warriors, and funny enough,
I did.
I
and it
also
was fun.
discovered that I had the Warriors already downloaded on my emulator.
You know what's
So-
funny is that movie is so cheesy. It's fun to watch.
Oh, I enjoyed the heck out of it,
Or
man. I had
the Orphans.
Yeah.
That was such a
Well, you
pushover
don't think
game.
we're with it? You don't think we're with it? That was the orphan leader.
Can you dig it, suckers?
No, you did it wrong. And I only know that because I just saw it. It's can you dig it?
Oh, okay. My bad.
Well, Eric Boyd doesn't want to see an OnlyFans for you, Tim.
Good. See, my version would be I threatened to take off my clothes, and you have to pay me to keep them on.
That could make me go viral, right?
Oh, you guys, I can't. I just can't.
I swear, if you don't start sending me money, the pants come off.
Da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da.
That's when the money starts rolling in like that. They're like, no, take it, keep them on.
I don't know though. The world is kind of scary these days. I don't know. So it's just like with all these weirdos coming out of the woodwork, from the ones that we know are bad, to like just the ones that are just like, I don't know. There are
LARPing.
people out there making fun of stuff, and I'm like, why are you making fun of like, rape and stuff? It's not funny.
No, it's not.
No, but see, these people they're trying they want to be edgelords, and they're trying to be edgy, and it's just like, no, you just look like a jackass.
Well, the thing is, they're so edgy. I don't care to watch or share with them anymore. I'm like, dude, you guys are getting like to where I don't want to have to go apologize to people because you were around or commented on. You know what I mean? It's like, oh my god, you got.
Oh, it's just like that one guy. He was threatening to show up at Matt Barr's house, and that's the dude who's going to get shot eventually by showing up at the wrong house.
Well, and I kind of feel bad because at first I thought, okay, he's just a joker, right? But now it's getting to where like, dude doesn't stop. This is becoming a trend, and he has shown up at places. So who knows?
Well, yeah, but he like the Eric July thing. He showed up at the dead of night to his warehouse.
Well, supposedly he camped out there too, because remember there were two videos. There was one at the dark, one in the day. Supposedly he sat there waiting.
That's weird.
That is weird.
But I mean, like
what?
he took a picture far away. This guy's a pansy. What a pansy.
Yep.
If you were really all that in a bag of chips, you would walk right up to Eric and say, "Yo, what's up?"
But see, that's not the grift. The grift is to kind of play on the outside. Remember, this all started because Eric ignored his super chat.
Right.
So what was that super chat? I wonder.
Building, he could have been.
But he went in the dead of night. That's not a tough guy. And it was his girlfriend who drove him there in like a Prius.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, what a pansy car.
Yeah, but even if there was, I think there was one during the day with the money. But unless you go in, and I'm sure there's a door to go in or knock on or whatever.
No, are you thinking about the day one when he went to eat? He went to Ethan's place. Are you thinking of that one?
That was a joke.
In the daytime, he went to Ethan's place.
Let me talk. Sorry, I'm being yelled at from outside.
I thought he went to Eric July's thing and take money.
He did at night, and in the day he did EBS, and EBS steps out in that one and goes, "Hey, what you doing? Why do I only get $2?" And like it was a big fun thing for him. And I think that might have been the first real break between EBS and Eric, because Eric was taking that like serious, and EBS was like, "Hey, come on in, chum up with me." Like it would be like Matt Barr's friends hanging out with him after he threatened to go, rape Matt Barr. It's kind of sensitive.
Yeah.
Joke or no joke, some weirdo shows up at my house, they're gonna have problems.
Yeah, but he didn't show up at either of their houses. He showed up at a quote unquote place of business.
Yeah, it's still his property.
I think Ethan diffused it more just by, you want to show up, Well, come on in.
It was
Yeah,
a
he
setup.
probably
You
It
have
was
a
a
did.
lot of
joke.
witnesses if you do anything.
Rick, it was a joke, though. It was supposed to be making fun of the fact that he made a big deal about him showing up. It was a
Yep.
yeah. But my point is, you don't do that whether it's a joke or not, because you don't know the person. You don't know if they're armed or not. You don't show up at a place that you've never been to, who you don't know.
Well, it's just very dangerous,
Yeah.
and it doesn't reflect well on the guy. And you know,
Yeah.
it's funny until something bad happens.
Yeah, and you know for a fact that guy's a coward, because like he looks like the kind of person that as soon as something gets real, then he backs down immediately.
Well, and it becomes
That
victimhood
was
then.
more my thing. That's more my thing is with Ethan inviting him in or whatever. He's gonna say no and run for the hills
But he
because
didn't. Now he's claiming to be the future of Comicsgate, and
No, he ain't nothing. He's a
it,
nobody. He ain't
it's
nothing.
funny as crap though. Well, he's going to be around for a while trying to grift off of it. It all depends on, I guess, how well they do on OnlyFans. I don't know. Like, what do
His
they
girl-
make? They don't make comics, right?
No, his girlfriend's a hoe, and he's a wannabe tough guy.
Why? See, like the one thing that gets me about Comicsgate is it's in the name. It should be about comics or Gates. But
Exactly.
we never talk about Bill Gates. We never talk about Yard Gates. We don't talk about Gates. We talk a little bit about comics and a lot. Well, not we, but Comicsgate. A lot about the drama. It's
It's like, oh, did you hear what about so and so said to so and so? Oh my god, really?
that Star Wars girl said. Okay.
Eric, his comic books used to be fun. Pepper or something. Farm remembers.
Pepperidge Farms remembers. Yeah.
Pepperidge Farms. Yes. Do you know that quote, Rick? So
It
they used to.
sounds vaguely
Well, they used to
familiar.
like have bread commercials, like it would be like raisin and cinnamon bread. Grandma used to butter it and serve it up nice and toasted, delicious every Sunday morning. Do you remember that? Well, Pepperidge Farms remembers. And then they'd show a loaf of it.
And then she would say something slightly racist. Pepperidge
Yes.
Farm remembers.
Yeah. So I don't know why they used to say it. I guess it was an established farm and they must have grown and been bought out by Nabisco or something. And, that was their thing. But I grew up hearing it. I think obviously Eric did, and Tim must remember it too. You Canadians probably had a different farm.
Oh, we had several different farms.
Yeah. Do you guys have bread in Canada?
No bread.
Yeah.
We have
I
money
heard
though.
that about
Looks like play money. Doesn't look like real money, but that's okay. You guys got money.
Do you have the plastic currency?
Yeah, it's plastic now.
Taiwan has that too.
Yeah, it's
We have
better because you're more like it's more likely not to rip, and put it in the wash. It doesn't ruin.
You know what? Our high fiber dollar bills and stuff survive washes too. I'll let you know. American dollars have endurance.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
I think most of the time Canadian ones did beforehand. I forget. It's been a while since
Well, the way they make
I
our
doubt-
bills at this point to make them like non-counterfeitable or as non-counterfeitable as possible, they have so many like layers of technology in them. I'm sure they won't run in water. I'd like to try with bleach, but I'm not that rich, so I will never try to bleach a bill. But I bet you it would repel it.
Well, you can do it. You can do it with a $1 bill.
I'm not wasting a buck. I'm frugal.
I actually do have some American money, not on me yet though, but in storage. I got it in a wallet and I think I got some at my cousin's place, some coinage from when I went down to Dillard's.
Do they still let you use American money in Canada if you go up there?
Oh yeah, but I'm not sure what the exchange. Well, if you go to a bank, you might get the right exchange rate, but if you go to a store,
No, I remember them taking it was back in the 80s. We went up as a family once, right over the border, like up by Maine somewhere. and they took our money 1 for 1, even though it was higher in value than the Canadian dollars. They didn't even do an exchange rate, but like I remember going in and buying some soda, and they took our American money and gave us Canadian change, and that was that. It was just $2.85. Okay, well, here you go.
It must have been very close. I know in the 80s, I think, sometime in the 80s, it was only like a max of 10 cents on the dollar. Might
Yeah, I
have
don't
maybe
know.
even been less.
I don't know. I know it was more. Our money was valued higher, but they didn't take that into account if we tried to use it like in a convenience store. It was just simply, one-on-one, and we weren't complaining. It was just interesting to know.
Yeah.
Just like if you go into Mexico, your money's worth a lot more if you do it right, or it
Yeah,
used to be. I don't know what it is now.
I remember in the 90s, early 90s, it was 10 cents on the dollar. So it might have been a little less in the 80s, mid 80s. I also remember, well, I don't remember. I remember my mom telling me there was one time that the Canadian dollar was worth more. So an American had to pay $1.10 to get one
A,
Canadian dollar or something like that.
long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Yes. That was probably like 70s or 60s that time.
Yep. So anybody's been paying attention to the Twitters?
Well, a little
Not
bit. What are
really.
you talking about in specific?
Like the updates to Melvin 4 or the new Melvin 2 page that Rob sent me?
I don't know. Did you share it? I don't think I've seen it. Or if I have, it probably went by in the Twitters, in the Xers.
Oh, you fool. You damn fool. Okay, hold on. I got you. How dare you miss such an event?
That means he has a screenshot or something.
Oh, I'm gonna have to shame you for not paying attention.
Bro,
So
I'm
did you
making my
catch
own
my video yet or not, Tim?
I have not yet. No.
I showed it. I showed it here.
See? Oh, look at that! Look at all the goodness.
Is that a cover?
No, that's that's a page.
Okay, cool. Like a splash page?
Yep.
Nice.
It's way better
Actually,
than
I did do that.
It's
that,
better than what
Sorry.
you used to have there.
oh yeah. The
Yep.
gun looks way better. I mean, whoever designed it before, who worked for me, did a terrible job with it.
Well,
it was good enough, but it was.
Stepping stones, man. Stepping stones.
Yep. Washing all that stink out of Melvin 2. So now it's going to be an even better version.
How long are you going to be able to keep this artist, man? He's like awesome. He gets better every time I see his stuff.
Well, hopefully I go up in the many levels of indie comic book dumb.
You want to take him with you?
Yeah. Hopefully I get getting a lot more money. Therefore, I'll be able to pay my artists a lot more. See how that works?
Right. Yeah. Well, yeah.
No one pays attention to you anyways. Well, that's a mistake, Eric. Timothy, I lie. I like all the art I am seeing from Melvin. Yes. And the whole world will soon see. The whole freaking world.
You're starting to sound like Dr. Doom.
Yes.
I was going to say at least all the states.
Yes.
That's the big leap, though. The big leap now is going to be publicity. How do you get it like into the hearts and minds of the readers everywhere? Or do you just try to grow it, organically? But that takes forever.
Yeah. Well, you could either, be a publicity whore and have no dignity, or you could grow it organically and do all the hard work.
I hope it works. Publicity whore part. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it just, I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't. It depends on the product, I guess.
Yeah.
There was one guy, I remember I can't even remember what he was pushing because I ended up muting him.
It's true.
Ago.
It's true. The female is easy on the eyes. If you know what I mean.
She ain't bad looking, but she's better looking than she used to be.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Get it?
Yeah. Yep, I do.
So that's the young lady that men are being killed if they look at her, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's kind of my my take on the whole, like when feminists were going on about the male gaze and it's bad that men even look at a woman's direction, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I love that contradiction in life.
It's like look at us, but don't look at us. And how dare you look at
I
us for
put
looking?
on all this makeup and all these fancy clothes and all this jewelry, so you can't look at me. Oh, okay. Yep, that's why I brushed my hair so you wouldn't notice.
I mean, some of these women go out of their way to make you not want to look at them, like the ones that like they shave half their head and keep the other half unshaved.
I actually think they want to be seen, but they want you to be repelled, so that I think it's a subliminal or a subconscious defense. When I see something crazy like that, and I could be wrong. Sometimes it's just an expression of whoever they are, but
yeah,
that's what
apparently Tony would tickle her fancy.
Yeah, that's a joke based on the Cyclopean Captain Orr and Dr. Jill tickling each other's fancies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was my way of suggesting that they may have had improper relations, which is also something that's going to come between Tony and Peter. The impropriety suggestion. Peter's got to go through a little bit of like feeling down for himself before he like becomes the raging superhero that he was meant to be, and he's already through most of that process. But
is there going to be a love triangle?
No, because Jill turned out to be a complete and total witch, and I mean the other word when I say witch.
Oh, well, damn.
I'm just being nice, yeah. In fact, well, I can't say too much because 7 isn't quite out yet.
That is pricey.
What is pricey?
I just looked up on Amazon.c Melbourne Special Edition.
Yeah,
$29.
20 wait, $9.99 comes out to 20 Canadian dollars.
No, it should only come out to like about 15.
What are you looking at again?
Amazon.ca.
Okay, let's see. Amazon in America, it's
$10.
It says right here. It says right here $9.99.
Yeah, but on Amazon.ca they want basically $30 for it. $29.
Wow, man, the Canadian money is slipping.
That's interesting.
Rick, you need to write Mr. Trudeau and tell him to fix that.
Say what the fuck, bro? Sorry, pardon my language.
No, that does suck though, because the Canadian dollar, what is the current value? Oh my God.
It's about 35 cents on the dollar. So it should be like $13.50, $15.
Actually, it looks like a Canadian dollar is worth 74 cents in the US dollar. Huh.
Well,
about 25 cents.
Yeah. It's going up again, though. It was really low. Maybe it's reflecting. Never mind. That's hourly. It was down to 73 cents. And then it shot back up to 73.7. Okay.
Eric says perhaps Rick isn't using the Amazon free shipping.
Oh, maybe.
No, that's before shipping.
Check out Walmart. Check out Walmart.
Well, I checked out Walmart.ca. It's not there.
Really?
Not
it should
yet.
be.
Not yet. It'll get there.
It should be on their website.
Well, I think because Walmart.com it is, but not .ca. They're two different companies in a sense. The same company, the different division, but because they have all different their own stock for stuff.
I see.
Can you order from the American Walmart, or will they just shove you over to the CA?
I'm not sure. Never really tried,
Because I mean,
especially getting it sent to Canada.
I looked up over here and it showed up on the website.
Yeah,
But
you're looking at .com. Type in Walmart.ca. And hopefully
There you
it'll
go,
let
Rick.
you go to any. What?
In the private chat, see if it works.
I'm
Dun,
looking
dun,
at it.
dun.
Yeah. Because that's Walmart.com, which is the States. I'm not sure whether I can even order from the States and get it sent to Canada.
That's it. We go to war with Canada.
Blame Canada. All right, hang on. So in CA, if I search Melbourne, I'll show you what I get.
Yeah, a bunch of old pictures.
Yeah, they're kind of heartwarming. Like you get, see them, you get this old guy for $95, or these old people.
Well, that's crappy. I guess I can't sell to anybody in Canada.
Well,
Wait, there's a
well,
whole lot.
you got,
Wait. Oh no, I was hoping at the bottom maybe.
yeah, you still got Amazon.ca, but it is very pricey over there. Okay, later, Eric.
God bless you, Eric.
And I think you said Barnes and Noble or whatever too. I'm not sure whether they have a Canadian site or not.
I want to go on sale at 7-Elevens, but they don't sell comics anymore that I'm aware of.
So I wonder why it's so expensive on Canada's website. I'd have to ask. You might have to ask.
RJ. Oh yeah, they don't have
Yeah.
they don't have a Barnes and Noble in Canada, I guess.
Yeah.
Gosh, Canada sucks.
Canada took away all the barns. They closed the farmers up. Nothing noble about it.
Did they keep the nobles up?
No, the nobles are gone too. The queen is dead.
Yes, but long live the king.
Yeah, actually, he's retiring. I heard because of his health conditions.
Wow, that he didn't last long.
No, not at all. But he wasn't very good either. He was kind of wishy-washy and elitist.
Yeah,
so we'll get
the question is,
we'll get the boy there.
Yeah, the question is, will he be any better?
No, I mean, what are they anyways? I don't even know what they matter anymore, other than they're a rich family that has the eyes and hearts and minds of Englishmen. Long live the king.
Well, and some other people, some people in the States and some people in Canada.
Nobody in the States cares about the royalty.
Oh, there's a few.
Everybody.
Like I know this is an old series, but it does reflect.
Yeah, they don't have
Night Court.
Yeah, they don't have Barnes and Noble in Canada. Wait,
Canada does not have books.
Hold on.
It might be in French,
No, they don't. They don't have Canada, and they don't have Barnes and Noble in Canada.
Yeah,
Stupid Canada.
I will wait for my my copy for when I get
3.
my novels. Oh, 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, that's right. 1, 2, and 3. Yeah.
At this point, it's going to be cheaper for us to pitch together and get you a bus ticket to the other side of the border, just to pick up a package at a post office over there with everything that you have ordered in the last year, and we'll just put it all in one box and send it to Niagara Falls or whatever's close and make you cross the border.
I'll make it look like a drug.
For me right now, it would be Seattle.
I'll make it look like a drug deal. I'll have a package of all 3 Melvins, and I'll have a leather jacket and sunglasses. Yeah, you got the money.
Well, when you wrap the package up, you have to put "No drug dogs allowed" on tape. Do not sniff or X-ray. Do
Yeah,
not look inside.
that package would be open before I
And
would
as they
go.
open it, you want another box inside that says "Stop! These are not deadly drugs."
I just be hanging out near a phone booth. There isn't any phone booths anymore, but like smoking a cigarette and just hand them the package and walk away. Just
Thug life. Dun 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 dun. So,
and
ladies and gentlemen, do you know what time it is?
oh, it's time to go now.
Time for you to end.
It's 9:30. I gotta go to bed, man. I was so
9:30.
exhausted
It's
today.
only 6:30.
Yeah, on the left coast. I didn't realize you were that far over. So, like, do you guys get like TV and stuff over there? I think that's a no. He didn't want to tell us. He's sad.
Does your television suck as much as your store
Well,
your stores?
technically, I don't have a TV in my room, although I'm probably going to in the next couple days. The guy just ordered a box for my room for a TV, so I might go to a cheap store, secondhand store, and buy a cheap
You
TV there.
you employed yet?
No, not yet.
Oh, damn it!
My one thing that I had recently that I thought was gonna be good didn't work out.
That sucks.
Holy shit balls! What's it gonna take to get this guy a job?
I'm gonna
America.
like get him. I'm gonna get him some like curling hair curler. If we give you a perm, that'll get you going, man. Like the '70s, get you the afro going. Your hair's long like mine. We could do a lot with it.
Yesterday I went to a place here, a workplace. Well, BC Works, it's called, or Work BC, something like that. It's basically a provincial place that'll help you get things set up for trying to get work. So hopefully that pans out
Right.
tomorrow or Friday. I might go to a temp agency and
Oh, temp agencies can be fun, but it's hard to get real work off of them. Like they'll bring you in for the temp part, but I worked for a few of them in Orlando when I first went down there. And every time I found a job I liked, it was just temporary, you know?
Well, that's the whole. They're just being funny.
No, but I was hoping, okay, it's temporary. Maybe I can get in and, show them how good I am. And, no, it never works out that way.
I know of several people that that they go from temp job to temp job, and that's how they make their money.
And you know what? Right now, I'm not really big on temp agencies, but if it's going to get me some work, maybe some newer experience stuff, might as well, right?
Yeah.
So, guys, I'm going to pull this up, but don't freak out yet. No, I mean, like, okay, I'm going to stop it because I'm getting ready to go. I want to queue up a commercial. Actually, we could show this on the way out tonight. This was the slideshow from 2 weeks ago, basically. Where is it?
You gonna fast forward through the whole thing?
No, I'm getting to the beginning.
Rewinding through.
Yeah, I'm very amateurishly setting it up, but all right. So check out the Great Cyclopean #7 if you're out there watching and you need something to spend your money on. We have the Great Cyclopean, and check out Melvin, who's on everywhere but Canada's Walmart.
Yeah, Canada's got no love for my stuff.
We're gonna have to invade.
Yeah.
Rick, will you be our secret agent to get us over the border?
No, I don't want you guys invading.
Good answer, man, because the Canadian government is probably listening, and they would have come knocking, and we would have gone. We don't know what he's talking about. We weren't going to do anything. All right, well, we're going to cut out for the night. Good night, Cap. Good night, Diana. Good night, Eric, who I think left already. And Rick and Tim, thank you guys.
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and close it on this video. This was like the best night of the year so far. So like for us, I mean. So here we go.
Turning back, my mind raced, and I thought, what could I do? And I knew there was no help from you. Sound of the drums beating in my heart, the thunder of guns tore me apart. You've been thunderstruck. Rode down the highway, broke the limit, we entered town. Went through the Texas, and we had some fun. We met some girls, some dancers who gave a good time. Broke all the rules, paid all the fools. They blew them on. And I was shaking at the knees. Could I come again, please? Yeah, them ladies were too kind. You've been thunderstruck. Thunderstruck.